From Arkansas's streaming news leader, this is THV 11 Morning News at 6.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on THV 11 streaming with THV 11 Plus. I'm Karen Fuller.
I'm Hayden Balgavy. Happy Friday, everybody. Meteorologist Tracy Bean back with us, and Ashley King officially in the house with hopefully some good traffic today as we get set for the weekend.
Yeah, hopefully a light day like usual on Friday.
Fridays, please.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, please
Give us a
light
Friday.
I think you need one after yesterday for sure.
Yeah, yesterday was a little bit busy. Actually, this entire week has been.
It has, hasn't
We've had
it?
a lot of fog and but today should be okay, right?
Yeah, today just stay home. Just stay home, enjoy this beautiful weather. That way the roads are all kinds of clear as well. So you can go out at different times for your lunch and your brunch and all of that. No traffic. That's what we want today.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the club tonight about 10 o'clock and the road's going to be okay.
It'll be good. It'll be good. You get your groove on. You're awesome.
The only club I'm hitting is a sandwich at about 11:30 in the morning.
That's
all right. It's been a while since Dad's been out.
Memories.
Those days.
Oh, memories.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll boogie on over here to the Chroma and let's talk about a little weather in case you are headed to the club tonight. It's going to be a good one. You're going to need a jacket if you're headed to the club. We are starting out this morning with mainly clear skies. It's a nice start to the day. We are looking at plenty of sunshine today. Right now it is 44. We do have that northerly wind around 12 miles per hour. Dew point's a little bit lower. Again, we had a boundary push through and we're going to have a secondary one to push through, and that's going to reinforce this cold air that we're going to see by Sunday morning. So right now the wind's out of the north, like I said, around 12 around the state. Not a lot really going on wind-wise, not like yesterday anyway. Temperatures around the state certainly seeing that boundary and where it's at. 28 in Fayetteville, 52 in Monticello. You can see right there is where we are looking, and continuing to see those temperatures get a little bit cooler in the morning time as we continue. But today, gorgeous 60 out there. We'll see the clouds begin to increase just a little bit as we're heading into the afternoon and evening, keeping some 50s to our north, but overall not a bad day ahead at all. And Saturday will be a little bit more cloudy, but we're still looking for those highs in those mid 50s. So certainly need a jacket for the weekend, especially on Sunday morning, which we'll talk about here in a few minutes. But Ashley, how's that traffic doing this morning? So far, early this morning, it's been okay.
Things are still looking really good right now. I was looking at this view right here on Interstate 630. This is at the Baptist Hospital exit. And is that already the sun coming up? It is. So early. Wow. You know, before long, we're going to be springing forward again. We'll have another time change. But for now, this is what it looks like right now on Interstate 630. Just very light volume. Just seeing a few cars out on the road, and looking at our live traffic map, things are looking great across central Arkansas. We'll check this again here in a few minutes.
Developing this morning, the White House is ramping up pressure on Iran, shoring up U.S. naval forces in the Middle East. President Trump warns of, quote, really bad things if Tehran refuses to stop its nuclear ambitions. The president says Iran has between 10 to 15 days to act while leaving military options on the table. The administration insists diplomatic talks are still underway, even as U.S. forces move into position. You may recall in June, the president declared U.S. strikes destroyed 3 nuclear sites, but experts now say they believe Iran still holds hundreds of kilograms of enriched uranium and may be pursuing a nuclear weapon.
They cannot continue to threaten the stability of the entire region.
Iranians still have a very substantial stock of short-range missiles. They can fight back at the kinds of targets where there are significant American assets.
Sources tell CBS News Iran is seeking sanction relief and may consider buying American aircraft and offering access to oil and gas fields for the U.S. This comes as tensions grow more intense, with Iran and Russia following joint naval drills with Russia. The White House says the two sides still remain very far apart. And turning now to a scandal that has grown into a global fallout. Britain's former Prince Andrew is now out of jail this morning, but remains under investigation following his arrest in connection with Jeffrey Epstein.
Authorities launched the probe following newly released Epstein files. They suggest Andrew may have shared sensitive government information with the disgraced financier while serving as a trade envoy. It marks the first arrest of a senior member of the British royal family in nearly 400 years.
CBS News correspondent Jared Hill has more.
Slouched in an SUV, Former Prince Andrew captured leaving a police station in England nearly 12 hours after his stunning arrest on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Authorities searched his homes as they probe whether Andrew provided confidential government information to now deceased financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This would have been while the ex-prince worked as a trade envoy.
In the Epstein file release that we've seen recently in the last few weeks, there appear to have been documents and emails which Andrew forwarded to Jeffrey Epstein and other people, which appear to have been highly sensitive.
Prince Andrew became Andrew Mountbatten Windsor last year when King Charles stripped his younger brother of his official titles over his connection to Epstein and allegations of encounters with young women. The ex-prince has long denied any wrongdoing. The king carried on with Fashion Week events after releasing a statement on his brother's arrest, writing in part, "The law must take its course." The family of Virginia Giuffre, who died by suicide after saying she was trafficked to the then prince while she was underage, welcomed the news.
This is the thread that we need to continue to pull to uncover the further allegations.
The historic development sent shockwaves through the United Kingdom.
Overy gets what he deserves.
Until something is proven in court, it's not fair to judge.
President Trump, when asked about Andrew.
I think it's very sad. I think it's so bad for the royal family.
If charged, the former prince could face up to life in prison. Jared Hill, CBS News.
Early voting for the March 3rd primary continues today, and THV 11 remains your election central. In a new development, though, some Arkansas election advocates are raising concerns after what they call an alarming encounter involving the Secretary of State's office. Canvassers gathering signatures last week at a church for a proposed November ballot amendment say a person who calling themselves an investigator approached them, identifying himself as an employee of the Secretary of State's office. He said he was there to investigate petition fraud and asked to take photos of their IDs. A spokesperson for the group says the interaction felt close to intimidation given the administration's opposition to the measure.
We feel that the government shouldn't be sending people, we're not really sure what legal authority this gentleman had to ask for those IDs, and so it's a concerning development.
A spokesperson for Secretary Cole Jester confirms the investigator does work for the office and says no one was required to show ID. He adds the goal was to acknowledge canvassers complying with the law.
In the race for Pulaski County prosecuting attorney, both candidates say public safety is their top priority, but they differ in how they would lead the office. Incumbent Will Jones says he is focused on holding violent offenders accountable while strengthening relationships and partnerships he believes help prevent crime. He took office in 2022, the year after Pulaski County recorded 119 homicides, its deadliest year on record. Jones says violent crime has dropped 44% since then and plans to continue working with the Arkansas Criminal Intelligence Network.
It's going to be run out of our office, and the entire state of Arkansas law enforcement will have a chance to share information at the touch of a button, which means crimes are solved faster. It means we're smarter in our approach to who the people committing the crimes are, and it's just going to revolutionize law enforcement.
Challenger Bobby Forrest says his background in law enforcement and the legal system would shape a different strategy centered on gun violence prevention and early intervention through what he calls a smart justice initiative. He says that includes addressing root causes of crime, connecting offenders with resources, and confronting what he describes as the school to prison pipeline.
It's a correlation with truancy. People that start off being truant, they get into a cycle, and we'll see them in the system later on. If we know these things, then we got to focus very early at paying attention. If we know that young men without fathers is going to be a problem, then we need to partner with schools. We need to look at, okay, how do we already invest in them? If we know that truancy is going to lead people to committing crime, then we got to take truancy court a little bit more serious.
You can find our full interviews with both candidates, including their responses to questions about their past, on our digital platforms.
The Arkansas Game and Fish Commission is teaming up with the electric cooperatives of Arkansas to strengthen outdoor recreation safety statewide. The partnership launches in the 2026-27 school year and expands the Commission's hunter and boater education programs while adding a new ATV safety course set to roll out later this year. High school seniors who complete all 3 certifications will earn a special cord to wear at graduation. An AGFC spokesperson calls it an extension of the agency's existing school-based education efforts.
We announced this past summer in a press conference with Governor Sanders how much of our outdoor education and conservation curriculum is becoming a part of Department of Education statewide curriculum. So instead of it being just something, an add-on you can do, that it's actually part of your curriculum that you'll go through in Arkansas schools.
The partnership runs for 3 years, and more details are available on the Commission's website.
A heads up this morning, the Big Dam Bridge will be closed to all runners, walkers, and cyclists next month for a routine inspection. U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says the bridge, which crosses the Murray Lock and Dam, will shut down from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. March 9th through the 13th. Security gates on both ends will be locked during that time. Corps administrators say they appreciate the public's patience and that the rest of the bike and walking trail will remain open.
Now let's check in with meteorologist Tracy Bean as she plans the forecast, and you can see what you can do this weekend.
Yeah, well, today is going to be a great day if you want to go out to the Big Dam Bridge. It's a nice morning for it, for a little walk with yourself or with your pup. We're going to see plenty of sunshine. You'll need a jacket this morning as you're heading out, and the kids might need one at the bus stop, but they won't need it long. Even with that northerly wind, we're still going to see plenty of sunshine today and that high near 60 degrees. Saturday, clouds do begin to increase, and they're going to be that main character there, and we're going to see that high only in the low to mid 50s. Winds will pick up just a little bit out of the north as that cold air starts to funnel in, and it will arrive by Sunday morning, where we're going to wake up with those temperatures in the 30s. It's going to be a cold one for sure as you're headed out the door, but we're going to start to warm up as we're heading into later next week. Ashley, how's traffic doing this morning?
Traffic's looking good so far. Hopefully just an easy Friday for all of our morning commuters. We're looking at the Big Rock interchange right now, seeing a few cars out on the road, nothing that is raising an alarm. If you look at our live traffic map here across central Arkansas, we don't have any accidents or any slowdowns to tell you about right now. We'll check it again coming up soon.